Well, hello everyone and welcome to the wonderful world of CruiseAway. I'm Derek, lovely to meet you if we've never met before, and I wanted to show you some of the many worldwide adventures that you can embark upon with us, because our team have been putting tempting adventures together to give you even more holiday memories for over 2.5 decades.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Yeah, let's wow you with 3 very different adventures for next year. We've got ancient wonders and culture capitals in Europe lined up with a magical cruise of Mykonos, Santorini and more for next August. We'll also be taking in the views and dramatic glaciers of Alaska on board a Queen of Cruising style with Cunard, mixed in with a taste of Sleepless in Seattle. First of all though, a barrier reef with a difference, far away in the States, with a chance to blast off a 15-night adventure for next October that gently reveals the magic of the Western Caribbean on a brand new ship from Carnival. Right, let's take off from Sydney on the 26th of October and fly to Houston in Texas in the States. Now we're staying here first for a 4-night hotel stay, and we're including a day tour to the famous NASA Space Center. Now this is an amazing place and there is so much there for you to do. You've got a replica shuttle there that you can see. You can get on board as well. You can go to the rocket park and see a Saturn V rocket. There's a spacesuit collection exhibition there as well. You can enjoy films and presentations. You can see the astronaut training facility which is based there, and you can book an enhanced tram tour while you're there as well to actually go and spend time in mission control, which would be absolutely fantastic. Of course, that's one of your 4 nights that you will actually be there, so you'll have the full day tour. Houston itself has so much to offer. As you can see, it's a very colourful, a very vibrant place to be. It's got a wonderful arts district, as you can see there. Now, we then move on from Houston to Galveston. Now Galveston is where the cruise goes from as well, and you've got 2 nights here in a hotel, and this is where the barrier reef comes in, because you can actually go to Moody Gardens, which is brilliant. It has 3 massive pyramids here and they're very amazing. There's an aquarium rainforest, there's a discovery museum, and so much more. Now there's a lovely Palm Beach here that you can also enjoy too. Now the aquarium also has examples of Florida coral reef here, and every ticket actually goes towards helping local coral conservation, which is lovely. And there's also a virtual reality experience you can enjoy while you're there. Now we're in Galveston already, so to the cruise port we go next, to the brand new Carnival Jubilee, who only launched late last year. This is another one of those where this is the newest Carnival Jubilee. There has been one previously as well. Quite often cruise ships are nodding back to yesteryear with the names as well, with brand new ships, which is lovely. Oh my word, you are going to love every single moment. You're getting an idea of life on board from the footage here, but Jubilee is actually divided up into different fun zones. So you've got Grand Central with a massive atrium in the middle there, huge high LED screens, lighting displays on the ceiling, and a massive array of bars, shops and restaurants. You then go into Currents, which is sort of sea themed, which is wonderful. There's a Sea Quest show there, which takes you below the depths of the ocean deep. The Shores is a brand new zone on Carnival Jubilee as well, and it's got beaches and boardwalks as the inspiration. It's where you'll find the Coastal Slice Pizza and the Marina Bar. There's Summer Landing, which is a really nice chilled out spot on the ship. It's where you can grab great food and drink. Soft serve, fresh ice cream from swirls all around the ship as well. You can go onto the Lido, that has the Red Frog Tiki Bar, which goes over 2 decks on Jubilee. And you also have the ultimate playground as well. Now here is where you'll find, and everyone loves this, the Bolt roller coaster, which you should definitely treat yourself to. I mean, a roller coaster on a cruise ship has got to be done, right? Absolutely, and it's where you'll find one of the biggest Carnival waterworks parks on any Carnival ship, and you know what great fun they are. They've of course got a massive array of restaurants. Guy's Burgers is on board. Guy also has a restaurant in there. The Pig and Anchor House is there too, where you can enjoy fantastic foods. They also have the Watering Hole with its own brewery on board too. So they've got fresh brewed beers, which are actually brewed on board. So many restaurants. Honestly, I could be here all day talking you through them. All your Carnival favourites like the Lido, and you've got Guy's Burgers, Cucina del Capitano, which is included, the Italian there, Big Chicken, which is a new, relatively new restaurant concept inspired by Shaquille O'Neal, the American NBA basketball legend, and lots of specialty dining as well. Teppanyaki, there's a bistro, there's a sea grill, and so much more. Oh, you're going to love it. And this is going to be a fun-filled 7 nights for you. Now, remember, we are cruising out of Galveston in Texas. We've got our first 2 days at sea, and we're into Roatan in Honduras, into Mahogany Bay there. Very, very wonderful port here. Your lovely musical welcome, lots of shopping there. There's a monkey park, lots of excursions you can enjoy here as well. Costa Maya in Mexico here, where you can head to the Lost Mayan Kingdom, which sounds great fun. Yaya Beach is somewhere you can completely escape to and have some peace and quiet there. Lots of water sports available. Cozumel is next on the Mexican coast, a really popular port, and Carnival excursions here include snorkeling to an island beach club, Playa Uvas. There are trips to a resort there. You can go to Passion Island by catamaran here as well, which is lovely. A day at sea, and then we cruise back into Galveston, and that is where I'm afraid we have to then fly you back to Sydney. But you will have enjoyed 15 incredible nights with Carnival. And I have to tell you that the time you have in Houston, with the day tour included to the NASA Space Center there, plus then some time in Galveston, which is beautiful itself actually, and you can go to Moody Gardens there and check out the reefs and everything else that is there. And of course, that time where you have the stays in Houston and Galveston, you can do with that time exactly what you want to. Just have some free time, go and explore, go to all of the diners, go and do the shopping before it's fun, fun, fun all the way through your 7-night cruise. You are going to love it. Remember, we've included flights here as well. So your flight Sydney over to Houston, 4 nights in the hotel there, 2 nights in Galveston in a hotel there. And then, of course, your cruise on Carnival Jubilee over 7 nights around the Western Caribbean. So that's Honduras and Mexico back to Galveston. Don't forget, while you're in Houston as well, by the way, we have that full day tour ticket included in the price to the NASA Space Center. Right. Let's have a look at our price tag. This is one to take the whole family to as well, because if you love cruising with Carnival, you know, if you've done the Carnival Splendor, this is, I think, the newest of the Carnival ships. Actually, she only launched last year. So she's brand spanking new, and she's ready for you to see at less than $4,000 each right now. You can put a deposit on this offer as well. Just talk to our team about that. You can also upgrade as well. How about a balcony? How about a suite? Let's have a look at the prices for that. Remember, your cruise is 7 of the 15 nights across this holiday. I mean, really, really exciting and lovely to go on a new ship. I've been on a couple of the Carnival ships and I love them. And it's the team on board. It's an American cruise line, and you just get that infectious positivity and everyone smiling. There's music pretty much everywhere on the ship. Everyone has a great time, and there are lots of impromptu attractions and things that happen as part of your Carnival cruise as well. You'll enjoy every single minute of it, and you'll yearn for more as well. And listen, when Carnival Splendor is back near our coasts again, you know, head on board whenever you can. She does all the occasion cruises as well, you know, like Grinchmas in July and Halloween cruises, which is, you know, not too far away. You're going to love it. Absolutely love it. Our toll-free telephone number, any question, 1300 408 764. Super excited. But I always love a new ship. Whenever there's a new ship around, I want to get on board, especially when it's a cruise line that you know and you absolutely love. Really exciting when another ship comes along. Right, next then, we're heading for Alaska, but with two distinct differences on this 16-night trip. Firstly, we've got an enhanced itinerary, so more time to take in more of the incredible landscape and glaciers. Secondly, we're sailing on a ship that feels like royalty because we're sailing with Cunard. So let's start our trip on the 25th of August next year by enjoying the premium lounge at Sydney Airport. Just help yourself to everything that is there before you fly off to North America, to Seattle. And we're going to spend some time here as well to discover this city. We've got 3 nights in a hotel in Seattle. And you know what? It's perfect because you can take in and drink in the wonderful scenery that surrounds this city. You might want to take a couple of hikes. You might want to go to some of the main attractions in the city itself, like Pike Place Market, which is great to wander around. It has a Space Needle tower, which you can go up and see the highest heights and have a meal up there in the restaurant, which will be lovely to do. And it also has the Loop, which is the world's only rotating glass floor, if you can dare to do it. Got to be done, hasn't it? Be great for the pictures. Go and see the Chihuly Gardens as well, which are absolutely stunning. They're teamed up with lovely glass sculptures as well, which is very nice indeed. So as I say, you know, it's busy city centre surrounded by forests and mountains and a lovely downtown area as well. It's absolutely gorgeous, beautiful by night as well. Then it is time for us to cruise, and we're cruising with Cunard on the Queen Elizabeth. Now, Cunard cruising is always very special, and I don't know that many times over the years I've been talking about cruising that Cunard have sailed up into Alaska. It's not something that happens all of the time. So you've got this feeling of a very grand and splendid cruise offering. It's what a lot of people aspire to go and do and to enjoy. You're enjoying a ship where the ratio of crew to passengers is very high as well. So you've got wonderful attentive service. You've got what feels like the very best of everything. You know, the best of British, they call it, don't they? Because you have the white glove service, of course, for afternoon tea. You know, you go and enjoy the shows in the Royal Court Theatre. It all feels very grand, and yet it has those lovely classic features of classic, stylish, iconic cruising. Now, combine that with the area of the world that we're cruising into, and I just think the two make the perfect partner, because of course you'll have experts on board who will be guiding you through the different areas of Alaska as well. There will be lots of excursion opportunities which will be beautifully tailored just to enhance your experience even more. And what I would say to you is get the very best view you can for this cruise, because it will be one that lives long in the memory. And rather than being a traditional 7-night Alaskan itinerary, we're doing Alaska over 11 nights. So we're delving that little bit deeper into one of the most magical parts of the world to just sit back, enjoy and marvel at Mother Nature. We have ports as well. First day at sea into Ketchikan, which has a really strong cultural history here. You can find out more about the history of the native Alaskans here, see all the totem poles in the Heritage Centre, and it's the salmon capital of the world, apparently. Juneau is next. This is the capital of Alaska, or the state of Alaska. Wonderful landscapes all around, and massive amounts of activities here. You might want to go whale watching, you might want to go fishing here. Then we'll cruise through Glacier Bay, the national park here, which has a total of 17 different glaciers for you to enjoy. It's in a UNESCO World Heritage protected area, and very few cruises actually go through Glacier Bay. We cruise next into Haines, which is at the top of one of the world's longest fjords, and it's just so picturesque and beautiful because you've got all of the charms of Alaska cut through this wonderful deep fjord. You're also doing some scenic cruising through the Hubbard Glacier, which is incredible. It's actually 76 miles long, but yet only 350 feet of it is actually above the water. That will be a fascinating day. Then you'll head through Icy Strait Point. Again, there's a native heritage centre here, which is well worth a visit to find out more about the native Tinglet Indians. And various exhibitions are there and live performances too. On to Sitka, which has the Fortress of the Bear. And again, the most amazing forest walks that you can take, because a lot of this cruise is about sitting watching as you sail by the scenery. It might be quite nice to actually get the hiking boots out and go for a good walk as well. A day at sea to Victoria, which is the capital of British Columbia. So this is the southern tip of Vancouver. Very, very impressive. Very narrow streets, lots of Victorian architecture to enjoy there. We disembark in Seattle. We've got a transfer there to take you to the airport to then fly us back to Sydney. Oh my word, how exciting is this? And I love the fact that there's a good period of time between now and when it actually happens, because you want to make your preparations for this. You want to see, and we'll send you all of the details of the excursions you'll be able to enjoy while you're on the cruise before you even go, which is super, super exciting. And of course, you can book those while you're on the cruise if you want to, but there's lots more kind of research time and anticipation time before you actually do this. But this is truly, believe me, the dream way to see Alaska for next August. 16 nights in all, so included is the flight from Sydney over to Seattle, a relaxing 3 nights in a hotel there for you to explore the city as you want to, then 11 nights of your wonderful Alaskan adventure on the Queen Elizabeth from Cunard, including that cruise through Glacier Bay, which very few cruise lines have the privilege of doing. And of course, at the end of the cruise, you'll transfer to the airport for your flight back to Sydney from Seattle. Now, Cunard is the cruise line that everyone aspires to be on. And it's going to be the other side of the world on an enhanced Alaska itinerary. We've got your stay in Seattle, all the flights and the cruise included at that price there, at just under $5,000 each, which is stunning and incredible, and testament to our work as a team as well, working with all of the major cruise lines hand in hand to find you the very, very best offers around the world. And if you've ever wanted to see Alaska, do it in true style with Cunard. Now, if you want to enhance your onboard experience and make the most of the views that are up there in Alaska, ocean view and balcony all the way, I would say, and let's check out the prices to upgrade to those. There they are for ocean view and for balcony. And for the ultimate getaway in true style, you've got your price there for a suite as well. You would feel like absolute royalty, wouldn't you? To have a suite on Cunard's Queen Elizabeth would be like the cherry on top of your whole holiday journeys around the world in your lifetime. Incredible. Listen, if you want to know more, and of course if you want to tailor that package any further, you can. 1300 408 764. Maybe on the way back from Seattle there's something else you want to do in the States. We can make that happen before you come back to Sydney. Not a problem whatsoever. Again, you can also take other Alaskan adventures from this region as well. Maybe a trip on a train across the Canadian Rockies, maybe. Well, there's lots of opportunities and possibilities, so talk to the team on that number, 1300 408 764. Now, our final dream destination trip for this show is just fascinating. It takes us to ancient Greece and Rome, culture capitals, and a cosmopolitan cruise of the amazing Greek islands and more with Royal Caribbean. Get ready for a magical time as we start 16 nights on the 29th of August next year by flying to Athens in Greece, the ancient capital, and we need time to take in all the cultural and foodie wonders. So we have you booked in for a 2-night hotel stay here. You'll know straight away in advance what you would love to see in Athens. Of course, there are tour opportunities that you can arrange in the city itself if you want to do a little bit of a highlights tour. Of course, most people will want to go and see the Acropolis, of course, and step way back in time, see all that wonderful ancient Greek architecture and what's left of it as well. There's museums, there's art galleries, there's wonderful food, there's so much to enjoy in Athens. Then it is time for us to cruise, and we are cruising with Royal Caribbean on one of their mid-size ships, Voyager of the Seas. This is very much a wonderful couples haven. Maybe, maybe it is a family affair and you're taking everybody with you. No worries there, because Royal Caribbean caters, moreover than most cruise lines actually, to multi-generational cruising, which is lots of different members of the family and generations of the family all cruising together and having different adventures. You can see there the wonderful parades that just pop up in the along the parade there. It's just fantastic, so good. It's just part of what makes a Royal Caribbean cruise so special. You have great times where it's everyone partying together. You have quiet times whether it's just you two together somewhere quiet. Lots and lots of activities for the whole family to enjoy. The most incredible shows on board that you will not pay a single cent more to go and see. Dining, so much of that included, including the famous Windjammer buffet, of course, but there's lots of speciality dining as well that you might treat yourself to 1 or 2 nights of your cruise. You've got the steakhouse there, you've got sushi and so many more other options to enjoy. You will love it. More details of the ship, if you want to find out more, on our website at cruiseaway.com.au. So we're out of the port for Athens, and our first port visiting in is Mykonos. It's just beautiful. Colourful fishing boats here, windmills, museums, churches, the most delightful sights and sounds, and great weather at this time of the year as well. We're talking the summer in this part of the world. Next we go into CruiseAway, which is the port for Ephesus in Turkey, the classical ruins there, and they're forever discovering new parts of that as well. And it's got a great seafront promenade too. Santorini is one of the most photographed places on earth. It is just so beautiful. Head up into Oya if you get the chance, with its wonderful chic boutiques. Take a couple of excursions on that day, I would say. A day at sea, and we are in Sicily now, in Messina, so right at the toe there of Italy, as you can see, under the shadow of Mount Etna, who's been quite lively lately, I see. Very nice part of the world. Then we'll head up Italy on the left-hand side there, up to Naples, which is of course your gateway to the Isle of Capri and the Amalfi Coast, and the famous ruins at Pompeii, which again they're always discovering new finds all the time. Now we come off Voyager of the Seas in Civitavecchia, which is the Italian port for Rome, and we head into the city centre. We have got you booked into a hotel in Rome for 2 nights. It's a fabulous city. You will love it. You've got the Colosseum there, the famous Trevi Fountain, which is wonderful because everyone just stands and watches it. It is just a pure tourist attraction. It's incredible. Lovely shopping, very calm city, the most amazing Italian food, the most stylish people, I think, on earth. Italians always look so beautifully put together. And of course, you can walk the canals and the rivers there in Rome as well. It's a really special place to be. Now, from Rome, we're taking a scenic train journey, prima class as well, from Rome over to one of the fashion capitals of the world, Milan. And we've got 3 nights in a hotel here as well. Again, a very different city to Rome, but so stylish. Steeped in history. You've got the Gothic quarter there, the Gothic cathedral. You can climb to the roof of that for the most amazing city views. This is where you can go and see Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper mural at the Santa Maria del Grazia church. You can stroll along the canals here. There's wonderful shopping, dining and bars. So much to enjoy. And then after your time in Milan, we'll then fly you back to Sydney. Oh my word. Dizzying time away, this one. Absolutely dizzying. So many different destinations and a nice mix of travel as well. You're doing your flying over to Athens, you're staying there for a few nights in a hotel, then you're doing your cruising there to Mykonos and Santorini and CruiseAway and Sicily and Italy. Then you've got some time in a hotel in Rome after the cruise. Then we take the wonderful train to Milan, and we've got some time to enjoy in Milan before we fly back to Sydney. Again, we've done all of the arranging for you, all the flight tickets, all the train tickets, all the hotel accommodation, all the cruise booking. We've sorted all of that. All you need to do is to book it and to enjoy it. And that's what I love about a holiday like this, trying to stitch it together yourself. It's lots of emails and confirmations and this, that, the other to try and keep hold of. And then you've got to try and get it all together for the holiday. Nightmare. Take that nightmare out of the equation and let us take care of everything. With no extra booking fee, all of that travel and the incredible cruise with Royal Caribbean. And look, this is the other side of the world, for heaven's sake. And look at the price tag we've achieved for you here at CruiseAway. That's 25 years plus in the specifically cruise business, but we deal with lots of other travel as well. But cruise is what we major in. And you can see the relationships that we have in the travel industry, they pay dividends in terms of the low prices that you pay for a massive holiday. Now, let's look at your upgrade prices for the cruise if you want to upgrade to an ocean view or to a balcony, or indeed up to the fabulous suite here. And just end to end, so much included in your price tag there. I have to say, you will love your time in Rome, you will love your time in Milan, and you'll love your time in Athens. So you've got like 3 city breaks and a cruise of the most idyllic places in the Greek Isles. You know, Mykonos and Santorini are 2 of the top destinations in cruising that people want to head to. And also seeing ancient ruins of, you know, Ephesus and Pompeii on a journey like this. You've got to drink in all of that history and culture as part of your holiday as well. It's truly, truly important. Now listen, I know that was quite a complex mix of things in that holiday, and if you wanted to mix it up even further, you can always tailor any of our deals. Obviously, to give you a price tag on screen, we have to put some parameters in place, but on that holiday, if you wanted to fly over to Athens and stay there for a week, we can make it happen. Then do the cruise and then have a week in Rome and a week in Naples and a few days somewhere else on the way back before you fly back to Sydney. We can make it all happen, no problem whatsoever. All you need to do, take advantage of the amazing information and the knowledge that our team have. Remember, it's 25 years plus of cruising knowledge. So our team have visited the cruise ships. They know the best deals. They know where the deals and the upgrades are. They've got a broad view right the way across the whole of the cruising industry. And it's not just the cruise lines that we featured in this show, it's every major cruise line as well, from the 6-star luxury to the very, very kind of economy and budget options that there are in cruising. We will find the cruise for you wherever you want to go, whenever you want to go. If you want to go in 2 weeks' time, we can find you that cruise. Anyway, listen, I am out of time. Talking of which, join us here on Gecko every single morning at 10 a.m. and in the afternoons at 1 and 4. We're here every day. Come back and see us and cruise away again with us very soon. Bye-bye.